Hey everybody, Luke here on Team BDF to talk about the latest Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. Yeah, I know it's been out at least 2 weeks now and I'm kinda lame, but shut up! Mankind Divided picks up 2 years after the events of Human Revolution. What happened at the end of the game became known as the Org Incident. As a result, augmented people have become heavily oppressed and are seen as lesser. Terror attacks linked to augmented terrorists are on the rise, and tensions between augmented humans and non-augmented humans are threatening to boil over into something bigger. Enter Adam Jensen, now working for Interpol. As part of Task Force 29, Jensen is part of the investigations into augmented terrorists, but secretly he's working with a hacker group known as the Juggernaut Collective. Sadly unrelated to Insane Clown Posse fans, Jensen's work with both Interpol and the Collective is simply to further his end goal of exposing the Illuminati. Gameplay wise, Mankind Divided follows similar suits to Human Revolution with minor changes. Firstly, Human Revolution's Detroit and Hengsha are replaced by Prague. A single location is split up into different areas, with side quests aplenty and main quests to take place within Prague and other locations. As you progress through the game by completing missions and other tasks, you'll earn XP that can be used to upgrade Jensen's augmentations. The augmentations can be used to enhance Jensen's skills and abilities to accommodate a wide variety of playstyles. This time around though, Jensen has some new, more experimental augmentations. He can hack electronic items such as cameras from a distance or fire his arm blades as projectiles, among others. While these new augmentations give you more tools for direct combat, this game still feels like it's more targeted towards stealthy players. Which I guess is why this game feels more satisfying to play stealthily. Exploration plays a strong part. 2 areas can be filled with enemies, but there's plenty of other methods to get through. Jensen can now move cover to cover, Ubisoft style, while a keen eye will help you find air vents and other hidden routes, so slipping through areas with minimal enemy contact is possible and can prove highly satisfying. Certain augmentations can also help in opening new pathways, as well as enhancing playstyles. Invisibility and a high power capacity can turn you into a literal ghost, or focusing on hacking upgrades can help you turn enemy defences on those they're supposed to defend. Mankind Divided still builds on player choice when it comes to gameplay, yet lacks when it comes to narrative choices. Mankind Divided's central theme is oppression, the augmented apartheid. Since the Org Incident from the end of Human Revolution, those with augmentations have become seen as inhuman and face discrimination daily. The problem is that Deus Ex never really tackles this topic in a meaningful way, despite it being central to the game's main story. Yet I feel like I was constantly being beaten over the head with the same plot device repeatedly. The augmented are being oppressed! The game screams at every opportunity, yet never do we really explore any characters' motivations or ideas when it comes to the issue. There never seems to be any meaningful commentary on it. The other problem is that Mankind Divided seems to suffer from a lack of content. I think I clocked in about 16 hours. That's a fair amount more than the average single player campaign, but that feels significantly less than what Human Revolution contained. I remember spending at least a few hours in both Detroit and Hengsha on both visits, completing various side quests and exploring the areas between the main storyline. But Prague feels empty and barren. There's maybe 1 or 2 side quests between the main story missions, and they often feel shorter and less rewarding or interesting. The only good side quest I remember is one which has you put on your augmented detective cap and investigate the murder of an augmented citizen. Back in Human Revolution, Detroit and Hengsha both had themes, colour and personality, but Prague has none of that. It's just grey and boring. It barely manages to tell a story that involves more than oppression, but then Mankind Divided struggles with its narrative all the way through. Jensen's double agent investigation is less severely underdeveloped, most characters are barely explored beyond their basic introductions, and the only time one character's motivations are called into question, it's quickly answered and the following threads are quickly dropped. The worst part is that I feel I got destinied by the ending. What I mean by that is that I completed a mission and then suddenly it turned out I'd just finished the game because all of the end game trophies were unlocking. Another note is that for a game so heavily built around conversation, the actual lip syncing looks like the characters are having completely separate conversations as opposed to what they're actually saying.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising seeing that way.
Aside from the main story, there's Breach Mode, a series of Metal Gear Solid 2 VR inspired missions which see you playing as an anonymous hacker entering the breach. An exposed network containing many valuable secrets. It's nothing more than filler really, it mostly reuses the mechanics of the single player campaign but places it in a virtual space. Augmentations are slightly tweaked to match briefs and more fast paced ideas, while weapons and items are found through booster packs, because of course someone figured out how to fit microtransactions into this game. Then again, you can easily buy practice kits and credits for the single player campaign as well. Despite its 6-month delay, it feels like Mankind Divided is still missing something. An identity, so to speak. It tries so hard to challenge the player with the augmented oppression themes, but they miss the mark because the game never truly tackles it in a meaningful or interesting way. While the gameplay retains its strong stealth mechanics and highly customizable augmentations and playstyles, ultimately, Mankind Divided's failure to establish a compelling story and narrative lets down what could have been a strong single player experience. So at the end of this review, I'm awarding Mankind Divided 3 out of 5. So that's what I think about Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Thanks for watching, and check the links above for some other reviews. And hey, why not subscribe to the channel, because we do other stuff, you know?